Now we get underway, but Jamie Coward is just signalling as well that he's not happy, but the start goes, the lights are away, the mass start is there, a few retirements. Let's go to Chris Kinley for the whole shot.
Oh yes, Michael Dunlop, he takes the lead. Dean Harrison slots into 7, so it's 6 and 5 as they head to Ballocagan for the first time. Number 6, Michael Dunlop with that whole shot. He's leading going into Ballocagan with Dean Harrison on the tail.
An awful lot of tension there was there on that grid for the mass start, and Jamie Coward looked completely aghast and looked as if he was almost signalling to retire, and then all of a sudden he's away. But there were a few retirements lower down the grid as well, so a mass start here. There's nothing quite like it, but I think the front runners were just a little bit concerned that they were being held, and it is, well, who's picked the right tyres here as well, because the roads here on the Castletown bypass are virtually dry to each side. There's a little bit where the white lines are, looks a little bit damper, but the roads are considerably drier than they were all the evening that we've been down here. So we're underway with the first of our races, race 2 in the programme, pages 30 and 31, the Peel Holdings senior race, 6 laps. Who's leading at Cross Four Ways? Rob Pritchard.
Yeah, all sorts going on that start, wasn't there, Tim? And given the fact that they just won't want it to be sitting around too much with those machines, here come the first 2 machines into view, and it is number 36, Jamie Coward, ahead of number 6, Michael Dunlop, number 1, Davey Todd, behind him, number 3, Mike Brown, Dean Harrison, 65, Michael Sweeney, only time for numbers, 44, 15, 61, 64. Huge group coming through here, led by number 53. Who else have we got here? 12, 9, 10, 25, 19, 26. 39, 17, 31. That's all we have time for. 32, 88, 37 and 54 as well. So it was Jamie Coward leading just ahead of Michael Dunlop. Dean Harrison dropping back a place there, and that has allowed others to make their way in front there. So it is Jamie Coward leading the pack, followed by Michael Dunlop, and then just a few bike lengths behind was number 1, Davey Todd. So he's made up a real amount of ground and time from that third row to get himself up into the top 3 on this first lap. To you, Tim.
Yep, first bike's on the bridge, first emerges, and it is 36 from 6. From 1, Davey Todd has come from way back there. Then it's 3, 5, 65, 22, 44, 38, 42, 15, 61, 64. What a sight that is. 36, Jamie Coward leads by 0.493 ahead of number 6, Michael Dunlop. 2.002 seconds back in third is number 1, Davey Todd. 4th is number 3, Mike Brown. 5th is number 5, Dean Harrison. 6th is number 65, Michael Sweeney. 7th, number 22, Paul Jordan. 8th, 44, Rob Hodson. 9th, number 38, Erno Costamo. 10th, number 42, Jonathan Perry. 11th, number 15, Nathan Harrison. 12th, number 61, Paul Potchy Williams. But it is Coward by less than half a second ahead of number 6. 36 leads 6. But Davey Todd has come up from 8th on the grid into 3rd position. Let's go to Cross Four Ways and Rob Pritchard.
Here we go, the first flying lap of this Peel Holdings senior race. We can hear machines coming into view, just with opening up a bit of a gap now is number 36, Jamie Coward, but number 6, Michael Dunlop in close attendance. Second or so back, number 1, Davey Todd. Number 3, Mike Brown ahead of number 5, Dean Harrison there. Mike Brown moving up, then it's number 65, Michael Sweeney, and number 22, Paul Jordan. 2 more machines into view. Number 44, Rob Hodson behind him. Number 42 is Jonathan Perry there. 2 more emerging towards Cross Four Ways. Number 15, Nathan Harrison, followed closely by number 61, Paul Potchy Williams. Numbers 93, 4 more machines here. Number 40, Matt Stevenson. 53, 12, 11, 9, Barry Ferber. Number 83 on the way through as well, Keith Pringle. Number 38, Erno Costamo. More machines flying through here. So it's as you were on that first lap. Number 36, Jamie Coward leading. Number 6, Michael Dunlop, only by a bike length or 2. And number 1, Davey Todd with a bit of tarmac in front of him. As another machine makes their way through, is starting to close in on those top 2. Back to you, Tim.
Yeah, we've seen a number together, two emerge together. Who is it? It's Dunlop who's got the lead ahead of Jamie Coward. There's Todd. And that's Brown and Harrison. Michael Dunlop, 105.811 miles per hour. He is 0.282 ahead of 36, Jamie Coward. Third, and a further 2.2 seconds back is number 1, Davey Todd, but it's Michael Dunlop who's got his nose in front, 105.811, 2 minutes 24.597 miles per hour. Mike Brown then in fourth. Fifth is number 5, Dean Harrison. Sixth, 65, Michael Sweeney. Seventh is number 22, that's Paul Jordan. Eighth is number 44, Rob Hodson. Ninth and moving up is number 42, Jonathan Perry. The top 9 all above 102 miles per hour. 10th and moving up is number 15, Nathan Harrison at 97.992. 11th is number 61, Paul Potchy Williams. 12th is number 93, Paul Cranston. 13th is number 14, Matt Stevenson. And a newcomer in 14th is number 12, that's Keelan Ryan. But Dunlop is 0.282 ahead of 36, Jamie Coward. Rob across 4 ways.
Perfect timing. Michael Dunlop, your new race leader, into cross 4 ways ahead of number 36, Jamie Coward. They've opened up a little bit of a gap to this man. Number 1, Davey Todd, still running in third, but dropping back. Number 5, Dean Harrison, up into fourth here, ahead of number 3, Mike Brown. So that's a position change. Number 65, Michael Sweeney, followed close attendance by number 22, Paul Jordan. Number 44, Rob Hodson, only a couple of bike lengths back. He's pulled out a little bit of a gap to number 42, Jonathan Perry. So that's your first scutch of machines through, going into the latter stages of this second flying lap, third overall. So Michael Dunlop still leading from Jamie Coward, from Davey Todd in third. Number 15, Nathan Harrison, and at number 61, Paul Potchy Williams. 93 up ahead of number 14, Matt Stevenson. Paul Cranston up there. Number 11, Stephen Parsons on the way through as well, but those two still locked together going towards the next lap. 4 more machines into cross 4 ways. Back to you, Tim.
Yeah, it's getting quite gloomy now as our leader makes his move. It is Dunlop. It's an increased advantage over Jamie Coward, 1.066 seconds. You could visually see it. They've opened a gap now on number 1, Davey Todd, who's not out the woods because 5, Dean Harrison, is still very much on his tail. 3 together, that's Brown, Sweeney and Jordan. 106.892 miles per hour in these conditions is quite astonishing from Michael Dunlop, and 106.310 from Jamie Coward. And we have in fact got a red flag here. A red flag is being displayed here on the Castletown bypass. So Dunlop 106.892, Jamie Coward 106.310, and third number 1, Davey Todd. Those are all through, but we do unfortunately now have a red flag being displayed here at the start finish line, and such is the gloom. We've got, of course, that digital display here, and I can see it reflecting on the faces of the marshals out there, so we know that the red flag digital sign is working, and there is a further digital sign down the road as well. So unfortunately, on the completion of half race distance, as we've got to there, Dunlop was leading Coward ahead of Todd. We have a red flag situation. So unfortunately, we don't have any further information. As soon as we do have information, we will of course bring that to you, but there is a red flag here. It is getting gloomy, it has to be said as well, and a few hoods are going up, but the road conditions look a little bit damper. Conditions, temperature will be plummeting as well. And, as soon as we've got any information, we will bring that to you. But in the meantime, we'll hand it back to Broadcasting House. Welcome back to the Isle of Man Steam Packet Company Southern 100 at the Colas Balaun course. We'd finished our practicing. We were halfway through, or the leaders were, the Peel Holdings senior race, the first racing action down here at the meeting this year, when unfortunately we had the red flag displayed here at the start-finish line. So this race is still under red flag procedures. The organisers will obviously be dealing with whatever it is that is causing this race to be stopped. We have no further information as it is just yet. But of course, I could just say that, of course, reading the regulations and everything, we have reached the halfway point in that race, because it was reduced from the original 7 laps in the programme to 6. So it could be declared as a result. I'm not saying that that will be the case, but it could be. But we are just getting some more information, so as soon as I've got that, I will bring it to you. Conditions are deteriorating, it has to also be said down here. We've had the look of a few drier spells, but and the roads had dry, but they are now wet again, because there's quite persistent rain. Quite a few of the fans seem to have wandered off, a few loyally staying just to see what the situation is. We are told that the rider involved in the incident is okay. He's been taken to Nobles Hospital. The race will be called at half distance. So we get that will mean that Michael Dunlop will take the victory, and the next race will go ahead. So those of you on the IFG Limited grandstand, you are going to see more race action, so don't join the rest who've wandered off. You will see more action down here. So the rider, OK, has been taken to Nobles Hospital. We don't know where the incident is, but that's the information we're getting, and that is good news to be said. The race will be called, because they have reached that half race distance. So my speculation and having a read of the regulations did turn out to be correct. So that will be declared a result now. So it will be Michael Dunlop that takes the victory, ahead of Jamie Coward in second, and Davy Todd will be in third. Fastest lap there was 106.892 miles per hour. So the next race, which is race 1 in the programme, and that's pages 28 and 29, the Mike Carouche Plumbing and Heating Lightweight race, that will now be over 5 laps. So that's what originally was the situation. We'll see if that's still the case. But we've got the 250s and the up to 700cc bikes next on the green plates. We think it's going to be 5 laps, but again, we'll wait for that to be announced by the clerk of the course. And as soon as we know roughly when that race is going to happen in what are deteriorating weather conditions, quite steady rain and definitely a shine now on the roads, as soon as we get confirmation of what the start time we're looking at, we'll be with you for all the race action. But in the meantime, we'll hand back to Broadcasting House. The riders have returned after that red flag. Just to remind you, the rider is okay, taken to Nobles. The race has been called, and we'll be down with Chris Kinley now. The next race is going to go ahead. The riders are back, so they'll be able to get onto their new machinery, but there is going to be a podium for that first race. It had reached half distance. Let's go down to Chris Kinley.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. The Peel Holdings senior race. Well done to Michael getting a win. I think that's win number 30, 36, 35 around here. Davy Todd with third place, and Jamie Coward with that third place. Let's just grab a quick word with Michael if we can. We'll get him in and out of the rain quickly. Michael, they look fun out there, but not nice. The conditions are really closed in for the club, haven't they?
Well, look, that's just the way it is. Look, the club's not the fault. If the thing has to be cancelled, it has to be cancelled, and you can't blame the club for that. They do a great job, and the weather is what it is, and it's getting a bit nasty there.
Got a good start?
Yeah, it seemed fine, yeah. We're just, I haven't read it since TT, so it's again trying to get into that groove where them boys are riding their bikes all the time, and I just, obviously not getting out early, only getting 2 laps on it didn't help things either, so it just building back into it, but thanks to Steve and Stuart Bikes Mint, and all the lads worked real hard, and all the sponsors in the bike, Mac and Dow, it's good to start off.
All right, I'll let you get in because we'll get the presentation on. You get back out of the rain. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, cheers, boss.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Let's grab a word with Jamie if we can. We'll get Michael up onto the step, and let's get Jamie Coward if we can. Sorry, excuse me. Just squeeze past on to get the word of the photographers. Won't keep you long, Jamie, because I know you want to get out of the rain and get ready for the next one. How was that? A good start by Michael. You're pretty quick around the back of the track, though.
Yeah, it was just to, like I said, to follow Michael. We passed him on that first lap, and obviously we're just on the stock bike, so it's the super bike in a straight line. Once he gets into its legs, it's like an absolute missile, you know what I mean? So once he come past, I knew he'd try and pull the pin, so I tried to stay with him as much as I could, or best I could, and it was a good race. Conditions are pretty awful, to be fair. You know, it's so greasy, the surface and the track. It's I was following Michael obviously through the bomb-hole a couple of times. He had some big moments, and it's not ideal really out there. So we'll, but yeah, it's nice to get home, get a good finish, and hopefully, like I said to her before, if we can. Rest of the week's a bit better conditions for everybody, themselves, yourself, and the fans and those riders. It'll be a lot nicer, you know. So, yeah, good race. Nice to get one on the podium for the start of the week.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You get on there and quickly grab a word if we can with Davey Todd. Davey, just very quickly, Davey, just a couple of quick words. Just get you out of this rain in a minute, and not a great position to start from for you.
No, not ideal with qualifying there. Just it's a game of choosing the right tyre, the same as the race there, and weirdly seeing me, Michael and Jamie all on a different selection of tyres, but that was hideous, to be honest. I didn't enjoy a second of that. As soon as we went on the warm-up lap there, we were straight out there into that whole back section of the course. It was raining like it is now, like it just spitting, and it's so hard to tell how much it's raining, and when you're on a slick rear tyre, it's not very confidence inspiring, so I was pretty nervous out there and just trying to nurse it around really and stay safe. But it is what it is. We started on the box, so we'll keep chipping away. Hopefully we get some better weather tomorrow and the next day.
Thanks, David. Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. There's the top three in the Peel Holdings senior race. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the podium then for the Peel Holdings senior race. Gemma, who's from the financial team at Peel Holding, is going to do the presentation for us. Thank you very much for that, Gemma. So, ladies and gentlemen, the people who've stayed around on the grandstand, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, in third position, number 1, Davey Todd. Well done to Davey. Davey gets himself up there, big thumbs up, gets the hat on. In second position, number 36, Jamie Coward. Well done to Jamie. And another win for Michael Dunlop around the Blount circuit in the Peel Holdings senior race. The winner, number 6, Michael Dunlop. So well done to the top 3 in the Peel Holdings senior race. Gemma gets the laurel wreath over Michael. They'll be getting the Forager Vintners, the sparkling wine. They'll be given that once again, and I'm sure pretty keen to get out of this miserly, horrible rain that has given the whole circuit an absolute soaking here over the past 5 minutes or so. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, third place, number 1, Davey Todd. Second, number 36, Jamie Coward. And your race winner, Michael Dunlop. So getting a good appreciation here by the folks there. And thank you very much to Gemma and the team at Peel Holdings. Let's go back to build up for, conversely, from race 2 to race number 1.
Thank you very much indeed, Chris Kinley. So the first podium of the 2024 meeting, a 22nd win it is at the Southern 100 solo for Michael Dunlop. Just 2 behind Dean Harrison now. They're third for Dean and fourth for Michael in the overall standings. Ian Locker the most wins at this particular meeting, 32, and Joey Dunlop on 31. But a 22nd victory for Michael Dunlop.